How does the science of karma really work? Karma goes around, comes around. Could almost be a song. Ba goes around, comes around, you get what's coming back to you. But that's not karma, sorry. That's just dumb cause and effect. That's just things bouncing around inside of the material world. Karma comes with a context. Karma comes with a cosmos. But the time limit is not one lifetime. That ruins karma altogether. This will make your day. This will change the way you play. This will change the words you say. Namaste, and welcome to Vedic Vidya. My name is Jeffrey Armstrong, Kavindra Rishi. Vedic Vidya is available exclusively on Citti Media, English channel, on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. IST. Our topic tonight is why the science of karma includes immortality and vast eras of cosmic time, or how does the science of karma really work? Karma goes around, comes around. Could almost be a song. Ba goes around, comes around, you get what's coming back to you. But that's not karma, sorry. That's just dumb cause and effect. That's just things bouncing around inside of the material world. Karma comes with a context. Karma comes with a cosmos. And the word karma actually has a root. All the Sanskrit words do. But this one you should know. It's Kri. K-R-I. It's actually a dotted R and pronounced Kri. Karma from Kri, Dharma from Dri, the same Ri, Ritam, meaning the rules of nature, ritual, meaning a particular way of doing something because it will work best that way. Science is a series of rituals, Ri. And being creative is harmonizing your own behavior with the Kri, with the laws of cause and effect. But there's one piece that's missing in our understanding, in seeing only cause and effect in matter. And that piece is the basis of karma as it applies to we in human bodies. We have free will. What a waste it would be if we just have one lifetime. First of all, we wouldn't know where we came from, and we don't, in the traditions that believe that. Nor do we know why we're here, nor do we know where we're going. Nor do we have any tangible way of knowing why we're having this experience. Nor do we really know what to do with it, nor are we stable. We're just floating around or being tossed around in a sea of change. That's not karma. Even that cause and effect is not just really karma. Karma applies, that's Kri, that's creation. But karma applies to humans because those in a human body are at a stage where they actually choose their actions and receive a consequence. This implies something very interesting. First, that there's an unlimited amount of time ahead of you, and who knows how long behind you. And where you are right now is either entirely helpless and out of your control, in which case there is no karma, or you can't control it, or else you're actually on a journey, and that journey is one you chose to go on. So for this, we need a name for you as a time traveler. According to yoga, according to the Vedic culture, we are all time travelers. And in fact, we are far older than this universe, far older than any fossil, far older than the dinosaurs, because we do not have a creation point. We do not have an ending point. We're called Atma. Atma, the Sanskrit word, when it went into Latin, became atome. You can't cut it, uncuttable. And that became the word atom, in atomic. But the original Sanskrit word is a descriptor for who we are as the players in karma. We are immortal beings who cannot cease to exist. And we originated in a realm called Brahman, B-R-A-H-M-A-N, not a Brahmin. A Brahmin is someone who actually realizes Brahman. You're not born a Brahmin. You realize Brahman. The Atma, like sunshine coming from the sun, we're all sunshine that came from Brahman. We entered into the realm of matter, which is called Prakriti. Pra, it's produced, Kri, by cause and effect, Iti, repeated over and over again. So we are intergalactic voyagers from outside of matter, from a realm called Brahman. And we cannot die. Can't happen. Now we can talk about karma. Anything other than that is just cause and effect and doesn't really matter because you don't matter. If you aren't permanent, you don't matter. Do you understand? You're not granted immortality. You are immortal. And therefore, it's said amongst yogis of the Atma, can't cut it, can't burn it, can't wet it, can't blow it away, can't alter it. But once an Atma comes into the realm of matter, Prakriti, then everything we do with volition, choosing a particular pathway, the reaction we create comes back to us over time. Isn't this scientific? Isn't it interesting? To understand that each one of us is charting a course through this maze of material objects, and the choices we make give a reaction. I mean, what is science if not every action has an equal and opposite reaction? But the time limit is not one lifetime. That ruins karma altogether. It isn't karma, it's just some kind of unfair game where you all start out at unequal positions and you only have one try and punishment is dire. Absurd. Totally absurd. Insulting, even, that you would propose that. Denigrates individuality completely. Karma says, you're amazing. You're an intergalactic traveler. You chose to go on this adventure. You've come to a place, Prakriti, where everything happens by cause and effect because the particles here are unconscious. You are conscious, the particles are unconscious. And when you're human, you have something called volition and free will beyond even what animals have. You have awareness of what? Awareness, possibly, of who you are and where you came from. Awareness of how much longer you'd like to stay here. Awareness of whether or not the things that you do serve your purpose then. In other words, karma is not just plain old cause and effect and, oh, you did something, it comes back to you. No, no, no. It's not a boomerang within matter. It's much, much more than that. It's a statement about the immensity of who you are as an individual, that you're charting a course and you can change that course. This is why constructs like democracy were created, ideally, because it recognized that we are creators of our own destiny, direction. And a government or a despotic ruler or someone telling you what to do cannot take away your inherent right to karma, your inherent right to action. But they do by force, don't they? Will they get karma? So now karma gets complicated, but I told you something at the beginning. Karma is over not thousands of years, not millions of years, not billions of years, but trillions of years. It's up to you. You can stay here another year in matter, or you could say, I'm done, I'm leaving. That's called yoga. And you can decide to exit. Or you could stay here another lifetime. Or perhaps, because of what you just did, you'll have to stay here another lifetime. So we're only in control up to a certain point. Now let's add something to this to make it really clear. At another level of existence above us and around us, the cause and effect of the laws of nature is being instigated purposefully. In other words, those rules are purposeful. They're being conducted by beings called devas and devis. And we can actually take birth as devas and devis. We can be human, then go experience the same reality from another angle of conducting the laws of nature. All the ancient peoples that said there are fairies, there are wee folk, there are spirits, there are this, there are that, they're all right. They were observing the reality that nature is filled with purposeful beings. Some of them represent the laws of nature. And some of them, the animals, don't have enough free will yet. And some of them, like us, were called the Manushya, the Manas people. We have Manas. Manas is thinking, feeling, willing, memory. We have choice, and we have the faculties for exercising that choice. And because we're an immortal being, because we're the Atma, we can't be broken, can't be cut, can't be destroyed, can't be sent anywhere forever. There's no such thing as forever punishment or forever anything. In fact, it's not punishment, it's cause and effect. That's right, you heard me. It's not punishment. It's matter. Matter is simply cause and effect. Because inside of matter, the ritam, the laws of nature, created by some intelligence, but right now, the laws that we're accountable to simply carry us forward, or we change direction, but that's shown by our actions. Actions speak louder than words. Words generate karma, actions even more. Karma then is part of a larger contract that we're immortal, cannot die. Second, we chose to come here and experience this realm. This realm exists for trillions of years. And then it collapses, and it's down for a while, and everything is suspended. And then it's rebuilt, and it all comes back together. It all comes back together, and we reincarnate, all of us. This worldview is immense. It's dynamic. It gives each of us dignity, identity, purposefulness, a right to continue on our journey. And this is the fundamental right that democracy tried to talk about. You know, democracy came from the First Nations people of the East Coast of the United States, a modern democracy. The idea that individuality is sacred, is based on the principle of karma, not one lifetime. That makes the individual negligible, and it makes them precariously balanced, in danger, totally disempowered. One shot, one chance, that's all. Karma is the evidence that you, each of us, you and me, are deciding, and nature is giving us feedback in that moment or in the future. This is the name of the game. Jivanam karma phalado graha rupi janardanaha. There's an ultimate being behind this. It's a playground for us to all exercise our free will, to have an experience in Prakriti, in the realms of matter. And the way it's set up here is that everything you do comes back to you, gives you feedback. Think of it as a feedback loop. But we forget what we've done in the past. But the universe does not. And those devas and devis I was talking about are known as grahas also. They have grabbed a hold of us. And so even though we have a certain amount of free will to continue moving through matter, everything we do is being delivered to us by someone. That is the secret of karma. That whatever you order comes back to you in the future. You order by doing. By putting in motion a series of reactions which simply ripple around. You can try this on a micro basis with anything that gives you feedback. You do this, it does this. You do that, it bounces back. You throw the ball at the wall, it bounces back at you. What if you take the speed out of that and think the long game now? The long game is the game that is played in India, in the so-called Hindu religion. It's not a religion. It's a dharma. It's a way of being in the midst of this cause and effect. It's the culture that has been appraised of this for hundreds of thousands of years. Everyone was educated that, oh, welcome back. You're on a long journey. You're an amazing being. You're from another realm. You're visiting here. And if you think this sounds outrageous, do you really think it's more outrageous than one ridiculous life born into circumstances you didn't create and don't understand by blind forces who will send you for eternal punishment? You believe that story? And not this big, beautiful, adventuresome story where you choose to come here. And then yoga is called choosing to leave. When you're done, when you've learned it all, it's like going to college. I call it the university. Karma is the way you move around in the university. Yoga is deciding that I'm an immortal being, the Atma, and I can decide to stay here if I'm still learning, or I can decide to go back to Brahman. All of those conducted by your individual free will in the context of divine law. In a realm that is different than us because it's made of matter. And we are beams of light. We are beings from Brahman. We are immortal beings visiting this realm. This will make your day. This will change the way you play. This will change the words you say. This karma, in the context of immortality, for as long as you still want to play, until you're ready, until you're finished, and then you graduate. And that's namaste. Vedic Vidya means shining the light of truth. Tune in to Vedic Vidya on the Citti Media English channel, Sunday nights at 7 p.m. IST. My name is Jeffrey Armstrong, Kavindra Rishi. See you next time, and have a namaste day.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.